Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStippingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this card. Isn't it cute? This is what it looks like when you open it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm using the Real Red cardstock, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White, and these are both cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then for the Santa Claus shaker part, you're going to use a piece of Real Red, and these are all cut at 4 by 4. So the Real Red, Whisper White, and then also the window sheet, which this is a little thin tissue paper that comes in your window sheet. So that's what that looks like. So these are all 3 cut at 4 by 4. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and stamp on our front piece with our greeting. Let me show you the stamp set. Okay, so this is the stamp set called Greetings from Santa. And we're going to use this Happy Christmas to all and to all a good night. And then the Merry Christmas is going to be stamped on the inside. And then this is also in a bundle with the detailed Santa Thinlits. This is what we're going to use for the front. It seriously looks so much better when you cut it out on the cardstock instead of looking at it on the Thinlit. But this is the set of the detailed Santa Thinlits. And you can get them both in a bundle and save 10%. Okay, so we're going to use the Real Red Classic ink. And we're going to stamp the Happy Christmas along the bottom. Stamp that first. I think right about there looks good, hopefully. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside with the Merry Christmas. Okay. All right, now we're going to grab the Big Shot, so let's grab that. So we're going to cut out the detailed Santa first, and I'm using the Precision Base platform, looks like that, and this is going to replace one of my acrylic plates. So you're going to use your, this is the brand new Big Shot platform, and it comes in 2 pieces. And we're going to use both pieces. So if you have the older platform, it will still work. It's just when you buy the Big Shot now, you get the new platform. So we're going to use the main platform and then also the adapter. And then you're going to add your Precision base plate. And then typically we use 2 acrylic pads, but we're going to use 1 since the Precision base plate is substituting for one of the acrylics. Okay, so I'm going to be also using a piece of wax paper for my detailed Santa, so it can pop out of the Thinlit a little bit easier too. So we're going to go ahead and lay our Whisper White piece. Remember, this is the 4 by 4. And then we're going to add our wax paper over top of that. And then place our detailed Santa on top of the wax paper. And then we're going to cut that through the Big Shot. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and move this to the side because we got some more cutting to do. I'm going to grab my magnetic platform. Okay, so we're going to cut out, hopefully this is showing up in camera. We're going to use another die in this collection. We're going to use this one here. Now these 2 are both used as frames, so you can frame out your Santa. I'm going to use this one and place this right above the greeting. Hopefully that looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. Okay, I'm going to pop that out. See how pretty that is? And then the red will show through that. So I'm going to actually cut the inside layer too. Layer that right on the top of the Merry Christmas to kind of bring the inside to match the front of the card. Okay, cute. All right, so I think that's all the cutting. So let's go ahead and move the Big Shot. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and bring in our die brush. And remember, you get the pad. And I'm going to remove my Thinlit and the wax paper. And actually, you could probably just flick this, and a lot of it will just fall out. But then there's tiny, tiny little pieces, so that's where the brush comes in handy. You just roll that across the Santa's face and all the little pieces. And see, they're all just popping right out. Really super easy. Okay, so let's move this. Okay, so now we're going to take our real red piece of cardstock and we're going to use the adhesive foam strips. And you'll probably need at least 2 of the strips. And I'm going to frame out this real red piece and I'm going to adhere the strips right along the edge of the real red. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have our real red piece framed out. Now we're going to take our embossing buddy and I'm just going to rub this across the inside of this little shaker window part of the card. Okay, so since I'm using the mica flakes, I just want them to move kind of a little bit easier than it would be if it was staticky in that window. All right, so now we're going to take our detailed Santa and I'm going to put adhesive around the edge. Okay, so I'm going to take my window sheet and I'm going to place this right behind that Santa. And if it's a little bit hanging over like I see over here, I'm just going to trim that out. It's better to have too much than not enough. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so then once again I'm going to take the embossing buddy and I'm going to rub that across the window on the back side. Okay. All right, so now these are the 2 pieces of our shaker part of our card. Now we're going to grab our mica flakes. These are the white. Remember, they come in a package with the green and the gold. And I'll show you the green card that I made with that one. So stay tuned to the end. So I'm going to scoop out just a little bit of the flakes. And that's probably too much because this goes a long way. All right, so then we're going to peel off the backing of our adhesive strips. Okay, then I'm going to take my Santa, making sure the Santa's on the front, because then he'd be backwards like that, and it looks much better like this. So then you're just going to position this right over top of those adhesive foam strips. And the edge of the detailed framelit will cover up the foam strips, just like that. And then again, if it's hanging over, just go ahead and trim that out. Okay, so it should look like that now. And then once it's covered, then give it a good shake. So then all those little mica flakes will be like all over the back of the Santa. Isn't that cute? Okay, so then it's just a matter of adding some adhesive to the back of your shaker part of the card. We're going to set that aside just for a second. We're going to go ahead and put the front of the card onto the real red piece. See how the red shows through that? Isn't that cute? Okay, then we're just going to take our shaker part of the card. Remember, when you're stamping the greeting, go a little bit lower than what I did on this one. Okay, so it's kind of not showing there, but this is the finished one right here. So you get the idea. Just stamp it towards the edge of the Whisper White piece, all right? Okay, so then all I did extra was I punched out the stars, and this is also in the collection with the detailed Santa Thinlit, and I punched that out with the Big Shot with the red glimmer paper, and then I just added 3 stars onto the window sheet, and then also one on the inside. Okay, so now let me show you the garden green version that I made. So here's the garden green one with the Santa, and then I used the mica flakes with the green color. Isn't that pretty? And then this is what that frame looked like on the Thinlit right here, this one. So that's what that one looks like. And then here's the inside. Then I used the silver foil sheets for my stars on this one. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.